I should have paid closer attention to that frickin' timer from earlier. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Koen's Corner, the live stream where we play random bullshit games and do all sorts of crazy stuff. And today I thought it would be a fun idea to play some Monopoly. Don't ask me why, I just thought that that would be a fun idea to do. Hey Ray, welcome to the live stream, my boy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, so I was just sitting back the other day and I was like, what am I going to do today? And I was like, yeah, I want to do a live stream, play some Monopoly for literally no reason other than I've just been really into playing some Monopoly lately. So we're going to do that today during a Koen's Corner live stream. How are ya? I'm actually doing pretty dang sick.
Hoor dat je terug bent. En?
Ja, ik heb hem aan. Ik ben ook aan het livestreamen intussen.
Sorry, gefeliciteerd.
Yo. Alright. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm actually doing pretty dang sick. I also have some pretty awesome news, and that news being that I have a job. I got a job at a local thrift store, which is really exciting. I'm really happy about that, especially because it took me literally nearly a year before I finally got a job. And to celebrate, I got a can of Monster Energy today. So, yeah, I got that to celebrate, and I also will be playing some Monopoly to celebrate that I got a job today. So we're gonna start up our virtual machine. I have not done that before. So, what? I don't think I understand what you're saying, Ray. But yeah, welcome to Windows Vista as well. I'm gonna dump this into the recycle bin and empty it. So yeah, does anyone recognize this as well? Like, who here actually remembers using Windows Vista? I remember using this, and I remember it being the bomb when I was a kid. Like, a lot of people always hate on Windows Vista. I personally always thought it was fine. Like, I was able to pretty much do whatever the heck I wanted to on this system. Sure, it was a little bit laggy when it first came out, but, like, I think that a lot of people were severely overreacting as to how bad this system actually is. Ah, the weather widget doesn't work anymore. Oh well. Yeah, let's play some Monopoly. I should probably also mute the music in this game, because that would be messy. Because I already have some lo-fi on, and I reckon most people would probably not want to listen to two different kinds of music at the same time. Alright, let's add 2 new players to this. So we got a full house. I kind of want to have different... Oh, I forgot that the laptop computer was in this! I mean, obviously, I gotta be the laptop computer then. There's the phone, and the phone looks like a Motorola Razr. That's pretty dang sick. The running shoe gets turned into French fries, and the car gets to be a Labradoodle. Should I also shove the actual screen capture a little bit farther to the right so that you guys can see the full extent of what we're working with here? A little something like that. I feel like I should also add some kind of a background to this. I literally am just now realizing that I should have done this. And I'm sorry. Transformation confirmed. A car turning into a doggo. Just a normal day. Well, it is a normal day. It is a pretty normal thing to happen here at PhoenixStarYT anyway. So, yeah, we're gonna shove that all the way down to the bottom. And I just now realized that this is a little bit too large. Let's just do that. Here we go. Okay. That should hopefully do the trick. I know it looks a little bit tacky, but bear with me. Okay, so here's what I do. Whenever I play this game, what I like to do is just have as many houses and hotels as possible. Free parking is going to be taxes. So anything that you pay in taxes, or like if you have to post bail when you go out, when you want to get out of jail or whatever, and you land on free parking, you get all of the money. That's essentially in the pot. And these are kind of the rules that I like to play with. Alright, let's play. I'm really glad that you can actually edit the rules to your liking. I should probably also mention that this is a very old version of Monopoly, so everyone is still working with millions of dollars in this. Nowadays, you get a lot less money when you start at Monopoly and you play with Monopolian money, I think it was called. I don't really remember, but this is a very old school style of Monopoly. The board is still essentially the exact same, I'm pretty sure. The board has never really changed that much. The French fries immediately get a get out of jail free card. That's pretty epic. But, the game at its very core has obviously never changed. It's always been exactly the same. Also, this version of Monopoly is really, really slow. You'll notice that whenever, when I play through this, that this game is really freaking slow to play through. Which, I'm actually kind of glad that I ended up deciding to do a live stream of this, because otherwise this would be a nightmare. Okay, so I will tell you right away what my strategy is whenever I play this particular version of Monopoly. And there's a reason why I gave everyone as much money as I ended up doing. And that reason is that you can decide to trade at literally any point in the game. And you can choose to just buy something from these guys and just get it for an absolutely absurd amount of money. So let's just say I want, what was this again? Centennial Olympic Park in title deed. And I will just buy it for $1.42 million. And the bots typically just buy into it. They just buy it, and they will bat not a single eye on it. It's pretty hilarious, to be honest. Now, this is a great strategy in a lot of cases, but it can also work against you, because if you're not careful, you're going to end up spending a lot of money, like a lot more money, but than you realistically should. And, you will get in a lot of trouble very quick when that happens. Like, it's incredibly easy. Somebody already needs to go to jail. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And I get a chance card. I was kind of hoping I end up landing on one of those red ones right here. But yeah, this is what I meant by this game being really slow. I'm really glad that you can skip through all of the animations, otherwise this would take absolutely forever. Why are we getting a card like that at the very start of the game? That makes no sense. I'm currently trying to build my Cyber Dragon deck. Oh, the Cyber Dragon. Is the Cyber Dragon still getting support today? I didn't realize that that deck was still feasible for modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to assume that you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're talking about the Cyber Dragon. That's pretty dang sick. Not gonna lie, I always get very surprised whenever people are saying like, yeah, I'm working on this and that and such for a Yu-Gi-Oh game that I'm gonna be playing. And I'm like, wait, people still play Yu-Gi-Oh today? That's pretty dang sick, actually. Yeah, let's just buy this. That's fine. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is still just as it's still amazing how popular Yu-Gi-Oh can be at times, to me, at least. I kind of want to buy that orange card off of mobile phone. So this is kind of my strategy, right? I want to make sure that all of my opponents have as little cards as humanly possible. But that's also going to bite me in the ass really quick whenever I spend way too much money on it. It's not good for Modern, but I like it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. Like, I honestly still really enjoy the Elemental Heroes. I know that the Elemental Heroes are still decent for modern Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're definitely not going to be great. Also, what are those French fries doing up there? They're definitely not great for any modern play anymore. Especially if you're going to play competitively. It's definitely going to leave a lot to be desired in the long term. So, that's kind of a thing. But, yeah. Oh, boy. That's the Las Vegas Boulevard. Sure thing. We're getting it. I just want to buy as many cards as possible, because if I don't, it's just going to bite me in the ass later. The sound effects in this are also amazing. I love it. Collect a signing bonus of 1.5 million. Of course. Why the heck not? Yeah. Advance to Times Square. Where was that again? Oh, no! Oh, no! Not that! Not fucking New York. Please. This lane is incredibly dangerous. Like, literally this entire corner right here, all of this is dangerous AF. Because there are so many instances where someone will land on at least one of those spaces, and it's just really not great. Queen Day Night, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And we're getting airport. Okay, fine. Hartsfield Jackson's Atlanta International Airport. Yeah, sure, let's get it. Why not? Yeah, this game, this is going to get absolutely crazy later on. 4 million. Can I already buy a hotel with the amount of money that I have for this? Like, I know that it's not going to be remotely worth it whenever I do, but, I mean, I can do it right now, so might as well, right? Like, if I buy this for 800,000, will you, go through with that? He will. Okay, cool. Then we can buy this, and then I can just build everything on this. Like, these houses are cheap AF. They cost like 500 a pop. 500,000 a pop. And I already have a hotel. It doesn't leave me leave me with a whole lot of money. But you know, when these guys end up on the right spaces, it's easy to make that money back. I had a birthday last week, and now and now that I'm an adult, I can vote. Oh, happy birthday! That's really exciting. That's absolutely great. Happy birthday, Queen Day Night. I know I'm a little late to the party, but still, happy birthday. I would play a happy birthday song for you right now, but every single one of them is copyrighted, and I think I already got into some copyright issues with Hasbro for playing Make a wish, it's your birthday. Make a wish, it's your birthday party. So yeah, I don't really want to risk it. YouTube does that. Yeah, YouTube loves to copyright strike. Well, it's not even really just YouTube though. It's also a lot of companies owning the rights to those music, which fair. Here's the thing though, I'm really not that concerned about copyright in general. Because whenever I know that whenever someone does end up copyright striking one of my videos, it's probably for the exact reason that you would think it is, which is of course me talking about a property that they own and whatnot, and it's a sensitive topic for sure for most companies. Like, a lot of companies do not like content creators like myself talking about their stuff, which, to be honest, it's fair enough. I understand it. To some degree, I get it, because copyrighted material, a lot of the copyrighted material that you're going to see on YouTube comes from I don't even know what the hell am I talking about. What am I saying? I have no idea. Oh, I kind of want that card though. Please put it up for... Oh, no. Not an auction. No auction. That's too bad. I need to buy that card off of the French fries later on. We'll do that. But yeah. Copyrighted material in general is always just kind of a sensitive topic on YouTube. Like, it's easy to complain about YouTube doing jack shit about big companies abusing the copyright system, or the content ID system, if you will, but you also need to understand at a certain degree that like, literally none of the content creators in the world has actually owned any of the material that they talk about. There's very few content creators who actually buy the content that they talk about in their videos. There are, of course, gamers like myself who do buy the video games that we play, unless it's abandonware. Then at that point, I don't personally. When it comes to abandonware, I don't really care. Hasbro has been taken down a lot of My Little Pony videos. Yeah, they. I still remember that time when they gave Gen Animation Studios a cease and desist for My Little Pony content, which, I mean, that cease and desist was honestly just funny to me. And the reason why it was funny to me wasn't necessarily because Jan got in trouble for copyright with Hasbro over the content that he was producing on his own channel, but because Jan got so immensely popular at the time that Hasbro just had to take action. They just had to do something to make sure that Jan didn't grow any more than he already did from doing My Little Pony content. It's so funny to me. Like, there's a lot of My Little Pony content creators who grew because of the My Little Pony content that they produced. I think that Discord from The Living Tombstone is still one of the most popular songs by The Living Tombstone to this day. So, but Jan, out of all of the content creators that they could have cease and desisted, Jan from Jan Animation Studios had to make the cut for that. Because his videos were immensely popular. Especially the Don't Mind at Night and the Buns Adventures series of videos. Like, those were insanely popular. at the time. And they're still iconic. They're still very well known. Oh, no. Guys, this is gonna be a doozy. I'm going to have to play this with anxiety for the rest of the game. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, I kind of want to win this auction, so... I'm going to bid the absolute max. And most of the, yeah. There you go. And I made a massive mistake. I have literally no money left at this point. So basically I end up on one of those blue spaces down here. I'm gone. It's over. It's game over. There's nothing I can do at that point. Oh, man. It's gonna be exciting. Whatever is going to happen here, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Ah! Of all the things to happen. Of all the things to happen. Of course, I gotta go to jail. I'm gonna go bankrupt. And, I have to make a trade. What do you want from me? This dude is absolutely insane. So, okay. The mobile phone is offering me nearly $6 million for, what is this thing? Title deed South Beach. Dude has nearly 17 million. If I go through with this, he has 11 million left. I think on this side, a house costs $1 million a piece. So, what's the math here? He would need, like, every one of these spaces will cost him $4 million for 4 houses each. So that's 12 million. He will not be able to get a hotel, but he will be able to, at the very least, get a lot of houses on those spaces pretty much immediately. And these orange spaces get expensive quick. Just look at those prices. Like with a single house, Pioneer Square costs $800,000 for rent. And when you have a hotel, this will cost $10 million. Which is an insane amount of money to spend at once. So, here is the thing. I could go through with this, take the money, and potentially spend it on the remaining yellow card up there. And of course post bail, that's also important. But, it's a very risky move to make, because pretty much everything up here, people are going to end up on practically at least one of those spaces. And if you're lucky, you end up on 2 or 3. Lucky. So I don't know if this is a smart move. Of course, any move that I make right now is a smart move because I literally have $0. But this guy clearly wants to make a full set of orange. And I don't want him to have a full set of orange. I would much rather just have him have 2 of my of my transportation things here. And maybe just have him have one of my cheaper cards and exchange those for 1 orange card. Or 2 orange cards. The 2... I think these are worth more than actually the 2 orange cards that he's offering. Yeah, because these are worth 2 million a piece. These are worth 3.6 million in total. So I am not doing that for the time being. I'm gonna get back to that trade offer. Offer him more money for, or offer him the two two airports that I have, and trade them for the orange cards that he has. It's quite literally the only option that I have right now to save myself. If the mobile phone gets a full set of orange, I'm in trouble. I mean, I'm already in trouble because I literally have no money right now, so I have to post bail at some point, but, like, whatever. Or I don't have to anymore! How much does this make me back? Not much. That's still fine. It's still better than absolutely nothing, which I had a second ago. Button's mom in that video is not with her husband. Does she have a husband? Because I don't remember ever seeing her husband being in Button's adventures at all. So, I don't know. Interesting to think about anyway. What I would also be curious about, because I'm using a playlist, what's that? A lo-fi playlist that I compiled pretty recently, and I'm curious as to whether it's giving me any copyright problems. I don't see anything in terms of copyright problems on my YouTube studio, but there's only one way to find out if it actually does occur on here. I'm gonna get back into the game in a second. I'm just curious as to whether. Nah, I don't think you can see that yet in the actual YouTube studio. That's fine. Artists love making fan art of her, and her name is Cream Heart. People just love making fan art of Button Mash in general, like anything Button Mash related. There is a reason why Jan ended up making a full cartoon of the little guy on his own YouTube channel. And there's a reason why he's still iconic today. Like, I keep seeing a lot of references to that old Don't Mind at Night music video that Jan made back in 2012, I believe it was. It is absolutely insane. The kind of thing that he ended up creating there. Like, he made one of the most... Oh! Yes! See, that is why I built this entire thing full. And French Fries ended up getting a hotel on Boston. This is going to be an issue. Like, if I step on one of these, it's over. It's game over. There is nothing I can do about that anymore. I'm gonna fold. I'm not getting this piece of shit. Like, these cards, these right here, are literally not worth it. They are so cheap. They're cheap, but they cost more than these purple pieces of trash. And you're buying a freaking $600,000... Oh no, that's 1 million. Never mind. Let's see, what do you want? For $4.47 million. You're freaking serious. Also, I'm wondering if the game is freezing on me. What is this music I'm currently listening to, actually? Oh, Luma from Super Mario Galaxy. Cool. Uh-oh. It's not doing anything anymore. Yeah, it's not doing anything, and the reason why it's not doing anything is because this isn't my trade to make. Like, for some reason, this game loves to freeze whenever the computer is doing something like this. You can remedy this by saving the game, quitting, and loading up the game. I reckon you can also remedy this by just exiting the game altogether and getting back into it. Yeah, there we go. We fixed it. To some extent, at least. I don't know what happened there. That looked crazy. Oh, shite. And this is a more expensive one as well. Okay, like, he's gonna buy full hotels immediately. Of course he is. This is going to become such a problem later on. I need to get an extra thing. I need to get this complete. So I'm gonna make a trade with mobile phone and do something about this, because this is getting bad. I need to do this. Okay, so here is my idea. And it's probably a really dumb idea. I'm gonna trade these for these. This is $4 million in value already. This is 3.6 million. Now this one, and it comes in total of 5 million, the value that I'm asking for here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add an additional 1.5 million to this, right? Offer it, and he accepts. Epic. So now, I'll roll for doubles, and I'm getting a 5. That's not ideal. Especially because I'm ending up on one of those fucking pieces of trash. Dang it. Okay. Now this is where things start to get interesting, because now we're getting into some shit. I can declare bankruptcy, but I'm not doing that. We're gonna mortgage one of my cards. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to mortgage the green one, because it's kind of pointless. Yeah, look at that. Don't laugh at me, you piece of shit. And the French fries also has a full set of hotels over there. This is all hotel. This is not good in the slightest for me. This is gonna go so horribly. French fries also has one yellow card that I really, really want to have, because that thing is going to save me so much headache. And it looks like I might be able to get it as well. I got a 6. It feels cool being a queen and owning a pet rabbit. I can't say I blame you for that one. That does sound pretty dang sick. Okay, give me this. Help me. Help you. Okay? I'm gonna offer you 3.2 million. Please accept. He accepts. Okay, cool. This is gonna save me so much freaking headache. I'm also gonna unmortgage this one. I'm gonna regret this endlessly. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna save this. Just in case. Alright. The mobile phone also, notice that the mobile phone literally has nothing. Like, the only things that the mobile phone has are the airports, and the airports are really not going to do it. Like, They're fine. They get the job. Oh, come on! You're shitting me! Come on, man! Yeah, look at that. Mobile Phones has no way of making money. That's actually so sick. Celestia has her Phoenix Philomena. Oh, yeah. To be honest, I kind of forgot about that. Like, I completely forgot that Celestia even had a pet Phoenix. It's pretty dang sick, though. It's honestly, it's really easy to forget that kind of thing. Because, again, I haven't seen the show in a long time. And also, I believe that bird only appeared in, like, I want to say 2 episodes at most. Which is honestly really sad, because the Phoenix is one of my favorite mythical birds ever. I love the Phoenix. I think it's so fascinating, and I would have loved for My Little Pony to put a little bit more focus on mythical creatures like that. Because the Phoenix is just so fascinating to me. The Labradoodle is doing incredibly well. The mobile phone and I are the ones in slight trouble. Because the mobile phone has nothing. It has the airport and that's it. I don't really have a lot of money to spend. I do have some money, but I don't have a lot. And the money that I currently do have, I kind of need to save up. I say as I spend a little bit on some houses that I need to build. Like right now. We got a 6. It's not doubles, unfortunately. Bird and Hoops, she appeared in first. Yeah. That's unfortunately... That was unfortunately not a great episode for Phoenixes to make their debut in. Because Bird and Hoof was really not a good episode. To be honest, it was bad. It was really bad. It made me genuinely queasy just watching it. It was really uncomfortable to watch. And I don't know if that was because of the design of the bird itself, or if it was just really awful seeing Fluttershy just essentially steal a bird from someone and then taking care of it as if it's their own, her own. Sorry. Like it made me queasy just watching it. They had a great song. I don't remember the song. I don't even remember this, the episode having a song. And of course, the Labradoodle gets a get out of jail free card. Okay, sure thing. When being at the casinos collects $1 million. I feel like this game is I feel like this game is playing favorites at this point. It's playing favorites, and it's not even being subtle about it. You know what? Let's just post bail at this point. I don't care. Let's just go. And we're getting a community chest. Tell me what it is. You appear on a TV morning news show to promote your new book. Receive $1 million in additional royalty from increased sales. Thanks a bundle. Oh, the Benny Hills theme. That seems like a bizarre choice for My Little Pony to have a song like that in their show. Not entirely certain how I feel about that one. How much money is the Labradoodle going to make? Oh, God. 5.5 million. Yeah, the problem with these is that because they are so cheap, you're not gonna make an insane amount of money, but 5.5 million is still quite a lot in this stage of the game. So. Yeah, I'm so screwed. I'm beyond screwed. And we're getting free parking. Was there any money in free parking? 2 million. Not a lot, but still a lot more than what I currently have. So, you know, that's fine. All's well that ends well. I honestly really like all of the Spike episodes of Friendship is... Well, I shouldn't say all of them. But I like a good chunk of Spike episodes. A lot of people are not a fan of the Spike episodes. I always thought they were fine. Like, I always got some entertainment value out of it. So, you know, it's fine. What I especially like about all the Spike episodes, particularly the early ones, like Dragon Quest, and All's Well That Ends Well, and Spike at Your Service in particular, is that they're not trying to be anything more than what they are. They're just doing what they do, and I think that's perfectly fine. Spike at Your Service, in all honesty, I think Spike at Your Service is very overhated. Like, so horribly overhated. Like, I've watched it a few times trying to understand why people dislike it as much as they do. I've even watched a couple of reviews of it trying to understand why people dislike it as much as I do. And I genuinely don't see it. I just really don't see why it's hated as much as it is. Because honestly, I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. I laughed a whole lot watching, especially Spike at Your Service, and a bunch of other Spike episodes of the show. So, you know, and that's honestly all I can ask for. Oh, how much did Labradoodle lose? Not much, but still, that's quite painful having to lose quite a bit of money on that. Not because of the plot, but because of the characters. Ah! Look. I get it. The characters are, the characters in Spike at Your Service are very deliberately written in a way that only fits the plot in Spike at Your Service, and I get that people don't like that about it. But I still think it was fine. Like, I've seen a lot more egregious examples of the characters being written in a certain way that it outright harms the character in some way, but oh, that hurts. That hurts. Okay. I might be able to fix this, but it's going to be a nightmare. I need to sell a lot of this. Start with that. I might also need to mortgage some cards. I am so fucked. Okay, I at the very least need to mortgage this one. Okay. Do you like Princess Spike? It's not really my thing. I thought it was a little bit boring, to be honest. It's not the worst. I've seen a lot worse, but it's definitely not an episode that I would go out of my way to watch. It was a little bit too boring for me. I really don't want to mortgage any more than I already have. Okay. Okay, if I mortgage these two... That's really painful. That's really fucking painful. I hope I will be able to make all of that money back easily. Smolder looks like Scootaloo. I mean, in terms of color palette, Sure, but not exactly. They have the same color palette, but one is a dragon, the other is a pony. There's a huge difference. So, yeah. Okay, French fries, what are you getting? Computer virus, pay 1 million. Alright. Go back 3 spaces for a community chest. Advance to go. I am convinced this game is playing favorites on me at this point. And it's really frustrating. Oh, come on! Stop! Can I just keep my money for 5 seconds? I need to unmortgage some cards. First of all, this one. This one. And, I should stop there. I also just really want to build at least one house back. This is a bad idea. Don't do this. If you're gonna play Monopoly, don't play it like this. It's a bad idea. Can I please have a community chest soon? That's just with an advance to fucking advance to go or whatever. Can I please have that? I need the money. It's been a long time since I've been this desperate for money in Monopoly. It's absolutely insane. Labradoodle. It doesn't even matter in terms of Labradoodle because he already has a lot of fucking money. And 3 hotels on his side. Gala's color scheme is a Wonderbolt color scheme. I don't think... it kind of is. Kind of is. Gallus, I believe, is a little bit of a lighter blue. So not quite the Wonderbolt color scheme, but it's definitely close. I can see that. Alright, a little bit of... I'm slowly but surely making my money back, guys. We're doing it. We're getting back in the game, guys. Oh boy, I'm gonna fucking die here. Doesn't matter, you flippin' French fries. I just realized Disney World Orlando is still not sold, so we would have to we will have to get a hold of that one by any means necessary. If I can get them, then all is pretty... Can I just take this moment to be like, how in the ever-loving frag is this even possible that I went to jail like 4, maybe 5 times in a single game? That's crazy. Do you like Sandbar? I think Sandbar is cool. Yeah. I like Sandbar. I like pretty much all of the Student 6, or the Young 6, as some people call them. I like them all. They're all fun. Like, they are among the most fun characters in all of Friendship is Magic, I think. I do think that it's a massive shame that they never really did much of anything noteworthy with them. Like, they very much felt like characters that existed, but they never really got much to do, unfortunately. They never did much. And I think that's a shame, because I do believe that they have a lot of potential to be amazingly fun characters. But they just ended up not doing much of anything. Which, in my honest opinion, is a bit of a shame. He's very laid back. He is very laid back. He's a little bit of a straight man, I think. Which is fine. I like that about him. Silverstream is like Pinkie Pie. She very much... Well, I wouldn't say quite like that. She is very enthusiastic, for sure. But I would not say she's like Pinkie Pie. Princess Skystar is more like Pinkie Pie. If you know... if you've seen the My Little Pony movie. I've seen the My Little Pony movie. I think that... Princess Skystar shares a lot of... characteristics with Pinkie Pie. As a result, she is also a personal favorite character of mine. She's really cute and she's really fun. I love her. Now, Silverstream is incredibly enthusiastic because she has not been on land pretty much ever, if I recall correctly. And thus, she just gets really hyped up and very into pretty much everything that she comes across. And I think that's so fun. I think that's adorable. So, yeah, Silverstream is definitely a personal favorite character of mine from the show. Skystar and Silverstream are cousins. Yeah, I know. They very much implied that as much in the very first episode that the Student 6 appeared in. I believe that one was called School Days, whatever. School Days was a doozy as well. The entirety of Season 8 was kind of a doozy, but I'm not entirely sure if that's a compliment or not. No, it's definitely not a compliment. I really do not like Season 8 as a whole. It's, definitely not great. Oh, come on! Give me a fucking break already! Oh, okay. Luckily, it's not that bad this time. I can just sell one of these and be done with it. I'm losing so much fucking money. So that makes Silverstream a princess and her brother a No, not necessarily. I don't think. I mean, maybe. But it's not exactly part of the exact same bloodline, I don't think. So. I think it's, yeah, I don't know. Also, we're getting way too deep into My Little Pony theory territory. Which I'm not entirely sure if I should venture into that. Like, theory territory is when I start to be like... When I reach theory territory, whenever I talk about anything My Little Pony, that's the point where I'm kind of like... Maybe I'm looking a little bit too deeply into this. Maybe I should stop and do something else. Just kind of in general. I am beyond screwed. Alright, so let's actually pause for a second. How many cards do I already have mortgaged? That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I thought I had 4. That's 3 cards mortgaged. I have sold basically all of my houses. I have $160,000. I screwed myself over so bad. Ocean Flow is Queen Novo's sister. Who in the hell was Ocean Flow again? I don't remember a character called Ocean Flow. I should rewatch the show again. I feel like I'm way behind on shit. Then again, most people, I don't even know if My Little Pony is as relevant as it once was anymore. Ever since Generation 5 started, the show just kind of seems to have faded away within the eyes of the community, and no. Okay. Okay. Right. How much is that gonna give me back? I'm back at 160,000 again. Please give me an advance to go. Advance to go, please. Okay, that's also fine. If I can have some money back, that's the most important part. Let's see what we can do here. I want to unmortgage all of the cards that I mortgaged. And I, at the very least, want to build one house on these. There is nothing left around here, so that should... Oh, Ocean Flow is Silverstream's mom. Goes to show how much I, how much I remember that freaking thing. Oh, the Equestria Girls movies were awesome. Like, the Equestria Girls movies are genuinely some of the most fun movies I've ever seen in my life. They're a little bit strange for My Little Pony, I will admit. They're not, what I would call usual for that franchise. Like... I very distinctly remember when I heard of the idea of a My Little Pony series, but it's in the real world, it's with humans, and it's in high school. I was kind of like, wait, can you really call it a My Little Pony show at that point, or a My Little Pony movie at all? Because it's still My Little Pony, but it's with not ponies. It's... I don't know. But it's one of those cases where you really have to just see it for yourself before you judge. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is flippin' sick. This is so fun. Like, some people don't like the idea of them being canon. I don't think that they are canon. At least I don't consider them canon, is what I should say. Mostly because they don't really reference anything Equestria Girls related in the show as if it actually happened, or as if it's actually that important an event to happen. So I'm kind of like, nah, I don't really think I would consider it canon at all. But I do think they have a place in the My Little Pony universe. I think they do have a place there. Especially because they are just really fun. I love Under Your Spell and My Past Is Not Today. My Past Is Not Today is a really nice one. Under Your Spell is also very fun. Very cool. It's also genuinely terrifying. Like, when I first saw the Dazzlings in Rainbow Rocks, I was genuinely kind of scared by what I was seeing. In a good way. It was scary in a good way, and I loved it. It was great. But I was not expecting to actually be genuinely terrified from a My Little Pony movie. But I guess, okay. It's game over. It's game over, guys. There is nothing I can do about that. There's literally nothing that I could do about that. Now, that, I would say, that is the end of this game. But I don't consider that the end. Because remember, I saved the game earlier. I'm gonna load that save game. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going until I win this. Sonata. Ah, Sonata is fun. My personal favorite is probably Adagio. But I think that's mainly because she has the most character to her, and she actually has she also has the most lines and everything. Adagio is my favorite. Because she is the most character out of all of the characters in that movie. Oh no! Shit! I forgot that this was still available. No! Okay, I need to do something. I made a massive mistake. I should not have done that. Okay. Let's quit this. We're gonna load it up again. When I land on that space, I am going to get it. I cannot let the French fries get that one. That thing is dangerous AF. So are these, by the way. These are actually surprisingly powerful. How does the French fries keep getting frickin' Disney World? That's my card that you're standing on right there, buddy. That's my friggin' thing. I need that. Okay. So, let's see where we end up. The Golden Gate. Okay. I need to be careful about this. I do have 3 million. I could build some houses here. Or even over here. It's the first place the French fries is going to end up on, probably. But these houses are like 1.5 million. Which is a lot of money, and I kind of need all of the money that I can keep right now to pay these whenever I end up on those. Like these two are a problem and a half. They are terrible. So I'm gonna take a risk. You gotta take risks at a game like this. It's Taco Tuesday. It's such a stupid meme, but it's so good at the same time. I kinda love it. Like, I personally don't really care that much for overused memes, especially in the My Little Pony fanbase. Like, the My Little Pony fandom has its way of, just overusing stupid as hell memes for the sake of overusing them. And truth be told, it honestly becomes really obnoxious at sometimes. It's not that I dislike certain memes that the My Little Pony fanbase comes up with. It's just that there's just so many memes that get so incredibly overused because of that one tiny little thing that the show did. That the fandom just blows out of proportion. Like, I still remember when Derpy first appeared. Oh, crap. I'm getting a phone call from someone. I will be back in just a minute. Just gotta take this phone call real quick. Alright, and we're back. That was a bit of a long phone call. Sorry about that, but we are back in the saddle once more. And while I was on my phone call, I was just scrolling through some YouTube stuff, and I found something really interesting that I would like to listen to right now. You can barely kind of see it here, but there's this Minecraft lo-fi playlist that I want to play. So, oh boy, I should not put up my Telegram on the screen. We're gonna pause this lo-fi playlist that I compiled, and we're gonna turn on this Minecraft lo-fi playlist. Oh, this is gonna be really nice. I'm gonna enjoy this. Alright. This is what we're gonna be listening to for a little bit. Throughout the remainder of the stream. But anyway. We're back in the saddle once more. And the mobile phone is also... A lot of us are going to jail this game, so... The Rah-Rah episode. Which one was that again? Oh, oh god, what was that episode called again? I know which one you mean. That was a great episode. I know it was the last episode that Amy Keating Rogers wrote for the show. Shit, I completely forgot what it was called though. It was a really fun episode too. Well, I shouldn't say a fun episode, because it was kind of infuriating. But it was infuriating in the sense that the episode, there were some frustrating characters in it, but it's definitely not unwatchably frustrating. The main attraction, that was it. Yeah, I definitely really enjoyed, I definitely had a lot of fun watching that one. It was really about just... It had a very strong message to it that I think is really important for kids to learn. So I have a lot of respect for Amy Keating Rogers for covering that. But, where am I ending up? Ah, Nashville. How much does that cost? Oh! Okay. I can live with that. I can live with this. I will survive this. I will survive this. No problem. It's actually a pretty dang solid playlist, by the way, that I'm listening to right now. I really like this. At least so far. How much does French fries make from the free parking? Nothing at all. Okay, cool. Yeah, Amy Keating Rogers does some pretty dang incredible stuff with the episodes that she writes. She does a lot of important shit. For the characters, but also for the audience. Like, she has, in my honest opinion, some of the best morals and best stories for the show. How is French fries in the red? How does that happen? You have the most expensive fucking thing in the world, and you end up in the red because you said on freaking internet service. How does that happen? How does that even happen? This is just impressive on so many awful levels. What should I do? Yeah, this is definitely not going to do it for me. Okay. Pay $150,000. Disaster relief. That's not even that bad of a penalty, to be honest. I've seen worse. Meriwether Williams is a close second. Oh, interesting one. Meriwether Williams writes interesting episodes. She isn't really my favorite writer on the show. I think Meriwether Williams has done her best work. I mean, do I even have to say anything? Times Square, which is here. Anyway, what I was saying, this hurts. What I was saying, Meriwether Williams, I think, is at her absolute best, when writing for SpongeBob. That's where I think her writing really works the best, and not necessarily on SpongeBob, because SpongeBob. Not necessarily on SpongeBob. Not necessarily on My Little Pony, because her style of writing is that she writes not very likable characters a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the time when she writes an episode for My Little Pony, she writes very unpleasantly cruel characters a lot of the time. Especially when Putting Your Hoof Down is concerned, which is by many considered to be one of the worst episodes of the show. I still think it's an okay episode, but I would really not argue with anyone who hates it. So it's a tough one. I think Meriwether Williams writes fine episodes, but they're definitely not great. Because of her writing unlikable characters a lot of the time. I do think it works in certain scenarios. Like, I think it works in an episode like Band Geeks from SpongeBob, because on Band Geeks, the characters are supposed to be unlikable. They are not supposed to really care much about the situation that's going on. In order for Squidward to feel like his world is just completely falling apart on him, and for him to have that speech to everyone, and you know, all of that nonsense. It's kind of hard to explain. It has been a while since I've seen that episode, but it's an episode that I think works best in Meriwether Williams' writing. But yeah. I don't like how Megan McCarthy writes her characters in MLP. Really? How so? Because I personally really enjoy Megan McCarthy's writing. Like, she does a lot of very exciting stories in Friendship is Magic. Like, she has written some of the most epic stories in the entirety of the series. Now, she did write the not so good characterization of the characters in My Little Pony the movie, because it feels like the characters have gone backwards from where they were before the movie came out. Like, they felt like they were back to their Season 2 and Season 3 selves in that movie. But I personally never really minded that much. So, have you seen the, have you seen she writes Pinkie Pie? Yeah, I have. Like, Megan McCarthy has made some really bizarre decisions in her writing of Pinkie Pie, especially in Season 4. Like, I know that Pinkie Pie is very enthusiastic and she can be very easily distracted, but she is written really bizarrely, especially in Season 4, when Megan McCarthy is concerned or involved with that. Again, I personally am not that bothered by that, but I would not argue with anyone who is bothered by that. Because she gets very obnoxious quick in, especially Season 4, when Megan McCarthy is concerned. But still, I still get a good kick out of Pinky's antics, even when she gets a little bit out there, you know? I personally don't mind it that much. Like, she's still very funny to me, anyway. Labradoodle wants to trade. I am not going to let you buy my green card if that's what you're looking for. How predictable is that? And you're offering me fucking $13 million to buy it. Absolutely not. I already lost, like, twice to this fucking lane. I am not going to let you have that. I'm not gonna let you have that. South Beach. I really need to get some more houses built over here. It's starting to get really... Yeah. Those fucking hotels! It's driving me crazy! It's driving me crazy! Oh! This is at the very least somewhat manageable, but still, it's still not great. Because I still have to dismantle all of these houses. Which is a pain in the ass. It's not gonna make me any of the money back that I lost. I need to mortgage a lot of fucking garbage. How much do I still need? That much. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at what I have left. These are the only two cards that I can use right now. I have $50,000 left. I have literally nothing. I'm gonna go bankrupt at this rate. I'm gonna go so incredibly bankrupt. It's insane. How is this even happening? Is this even possible to win? Is this possible to win? I feel like it should be. It should be possible. But it's just becoming ridiculously difficult. Creamy, creamy frosting size. That pinky quote is weird. Okay, so there's one quote that I've known about for the longest time. Ever since I got into the My Little Pony fandom, this is a quote that I've lived by for literally ever. It's Pinkie Pie, don't question it. Because the thing is, with Pinkie Pie, Pinkie is just going to say random crap and she is going to do random crap for virtually no reason other than she's Pinkie Pie. And to be perfectly honest, that is part of what makes Pinkie Pie so fun to me. I am going to mortgage Las Vegas and I'm going to buy that fucking card. Like, I need this so bad. It's going to be very helpful for me. I wonder if there is still a way for me to lose this really horribly at this stage. And I'm not just saying that because I've already lost a few times at this point. But I'm saying that because if you have this lane complete... I don't have the internet service in the airport, but that's besides the point. If you have the red and the yellow sets complete, you're pretty much golden. There has not been a single game that I had these cards with that I lost. So... going to be interesting trying to win this or lose this now. If I lose this, I would have to have a very bad play. So yeah. Oh boy! That's $6 million to Labradoodle. Oh! You gotta mortgage your shit! Are you going to make that with those cards? He's going to make it. That's hilarious. Mobile phone has literally nothing now. Literally nothing. French Fries is going to buy that. Yeah, I knew he would buy that. I knew he would. Because why wouldn't you? If you have over $23 million, then might as well, right? Labradoodle is making a shit ton of money very rapidly. Let's freaking go. We got a 7. $280,000. That's still manageable. Not bad. Got a Pioneer Square. And we got $800,000. And mobile phone is bankrupt. Is he not? Oh my gosh, he's still going. Now here's the beautiful thing. If he ends up on another one of my spaces, I get all of those airports. And I think you can unmortgage them for pretty cheap. And, well, I don't even need that cheapness, because now I can definitely unmortgage every single one of them. And then the game is pretty much in the bag. Unless I end up on one of these spaces again. I'm gonna save the game real quick, just to make sure that I don't lose any of my progress again. Because that has happened one too many times at this point. Now, we can do something crazy. We can finally do this. And that should do that. And the mobile phone is bankrupt. It's over. I bankrupted a mobile phone. Oh my god, I got $2.5 million. Thanks a bundle. How much? 1 million. Okay. You know what? I'm happy with this. I'm good with I'm okay with this. This is good. How much? Oh yeah. Gimme. 4 million. Oh wait, what? Even if that shit is mortgaged, I still get the full amount of money because I own all 4 of those cards. That seems like a mistake. It doesn't seem like it should be possible. But somehow it is. So I feel like this music is way too loud. That should be better. And we got a 7. We're just visiting. Once more. It's time to dominate this freaking game, guys. Alright, French Fries. Ends up on the Disney World. And this time I wanted him to. Epic. Thanks for the money. And you are... I'm gonna frickin' bankrupt Labradoodle. And take all of this stuff. Because you're making a surprising amount of money on these. And we can't have that. We can't allow that to happen anymore. So, build some more. Build some more. And French fries gets the internet service. Ooh. Nice. And Labradoodle is, of course, once again going to jail. Every time. Every time. It's been happening, like, so many times at this point. It's absolutely crazy how often that happens. And the French fries ends up on a green one, which doesn't even do much of anything. Are you gonna roll for doubles? You're rolling for doubles. You can easily bail out. Like, just spend the money to bail out, and you're pretty much good to go again. Because you don't really have all that much... You have so much freaking money. Why aren't you just bailing out? It doesn't matter anymore. If you go, but yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Bail out. Yeah, post a bill of $550. 500,000, sorry. 550, what? Yeah, this is really weird. I feel like this should not, I should not get the full rent for the airports when 3 of them are mortgaged. That seems like such a strange thing to me. Like, I should be getting 250,000. Unless that's something that they did, unless that was a mistake that they left in or something. I don't know. I just think it's weird. And... Alright. Let's go fully bankrupt over here. The Labradoodle and the French fries are entering some dangerous territory. Yeah! It is amazing how often that happened so far. And I'm really glad that it does, because I'm just making so much money from just that alone. And I'm also losing a lot of money from this. Let's just go $2 million. I don't know why it gives you the option to pay like 10% of that. It seems like a huge waste. But I guess that's for, I guess that's part of the classic Monopoly thing. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. And we end up on one of my most, probably my most expensive card yet. 3.6 million. And we're at 8 million. We're gonna make this even more expensive. And we're gonna make this even more expensive as well as this. See, when you're at this stage of the game, there is very little that you can do to mess up. You can only get more and more money from here. And this is another great example of that. So I'm getting another house on here. I'm still going to save though, just in case. Because I don't want to lose any of my progress at this rate. Or at this stage. The only way for me to lose at this point is if I end up on one of these two. That's literally the only way I can lose at this point. Which has happened 2 or 3 times already in this game, so it's still possible for me to end up on those, but... Should I spend another... No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. And we're getting $280,000 from Labradoodle. And where are you adding up, Labradoodle? Oh, okay, on go. Nice. Let's go for a good roll, and we're getting a 5. Community chest. Alright. You appear on a TV more. Yeah. We've already have that. 1 million extra dollars. Thank you very much, TV, for giving me the extra money for another house that I can buy. Let's get some more shit. Oh, the French fries ends up on its own space. Lucky you. I was recently, this is actually a funny story. I was recently playing this on my own, just for fun. And, what ended up happening was that I had $5 million. Everyone else had well over $40 million. There was one that had over $55 million. And they had absolutely no cards whatsoever. They had nothing. So I pretty much had to try and survive to the best of my ability at that point. And it was pretty insane. But I had literally every single card in the game. So they were basically just running around aimlessly with absolutely nothing that they can do to prevent anything that was going to happen. So they pretty much lost by default. It felt so good. It felt so good. Just as much as this will feel good. Look at that. $8 million. And I don't even have an hotel yet. It is really great. I love it. Labradoodle is going to have to declare bankruptcy in a second, I think. Or you do that. Oh, this is going to take a long time. I'm really not patient enough for this. I can tell you that much. And there we go. Labradoodle is still in the game. Okay. I'm gonna go away from keyboard for a little bit so I can go to the bathroom and so I can get something to drink. Or at the very least get some more water. I will be back in a little bit. And we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. And we're making some strides. I don't know why I said that. I don't think we really are. You file as a candidate for mayor. Collect $500,000 from each player as constitute support. You gotta love some of the cards in this game. It's crazy. It's fun. I love it. It's really great. Labradoodle is selling houses. That's to be expected. How are you even still in the game? How much more money are you going to lose and how much more are you going to spend? Like the French fries I get, because he has a very expensive lane over there. I should probably just buy the remainder of the yellow cards over there. Oh! Shite! That sucks. Okay. And we're getting 4 million back. That's fine. Yeah, let's do an unmortgage. Unmortgage this. And this. And let's build some houses. Once again. Like now we have 3 on each one of these. And you end up on one of the cheaper ones. That's fine. It's still a lot of money. It's $8 million. And we get another 2 million. Yeah, Labradoodle is pretty much over. Like that guy is just not making any money back at this point. He's just losing money. It doesn't help that if he wants to stay in the game, he has to lose. He has to sell every single one of this of those houses that he has over there. Yeah, at this point you're just screwed, my guy. Is he going to sell every one of his houses? Yes, and he still doesn't have enough money. Mortgage! Oh man, that's painful. This is genuinely so painful to see. I kind of love it. Let's roll the dice. And let's build some stuff. Wait a second. Are my... Oh my god. We have a hotel. We have another hotel. We have 4 hotels over here. Yeah, man. I think it's done. I think we're done. I think we're winning this. Like Labradoodle literally has nothing left anymore. Like the very next hotel or the very next house that he ends up on, he's pretty much done. Okay, maybe not so much if he ends up on these, but like if you end up on these, for example, you're losing. Sell your lifetime 50-yard line season tickets on eBay. Collect $200,000. And we're gonna build the remainder of the hotels that I need. Now I could do something even crazier and buy up these two cards and buy up the internet and the other service, but I'm not gonna do that right now. It's not really a smart move to make, especially when I don't have that much money anymore. And doubles again. That's going to jail. Like if you roll doubles 3 times in a row, go straight to jail. And I'm not even that upset about it because I have an endless amount of money right now. So it doesn't even matter. Ah, unmortgaging properties, and now you're probably gonna build some stuff on it. That's really not a smart idea. Are you gonna build? Yeah, you're gonna build. This is a really stupid idea. Why are you doing this? And the reason why this is a stupid idea is because you're going to have to sell all of them the very next second you end up buying another one of those. You end up on one of these things right here. Or one of these. Like, not one of those. Because that one is still not complete yet. I still have yet to complete that one. I believe as well that this is the last card in the game. So if someone is going to end up on it, they're going to buy it. Unless they're Labradoodle and they don't have any money left whatsoever. But, you know. Otherwise, you can very easily spend... otherwise, you can very easily buy it at this point. Because everyone has so much freaking money by this stage of the game. Like, even Labradoodle, if Labradoodle ends up selling all of their houses, another get-out-of-jail-free card. Has anyone actually used their get-out-of-jail-free card in this game? I don't... Oh! You're done! You're done! It's over! It's freaking over! And for some reason, all of my houses are gone. I don't fully understand why, but... that's fine. I believe I should be able to get these completely filled up. I did. I just did. So, French fries, you better watch your back. Because... you're gonna lose big time in a minute. We're getting a 7 internet service. It's fine. $700,000. That's really not that bad. Like when... okay, so... a little something to note about the services that you get in this. The cell phone and the internet service in Monopoly. Is that they're really not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. Yes, they're easy to get on, but they're also really not that pricey. Even if you have both. Like, I kind of want to see... yeah, the bank only has one single card left anymore, so... but like, let me actually just see what this... yeah, if both system providers are owned, rent is 100,000 times the amount of, shown on the dice. So, if you roll 2, you get $200,000 if you end up on either one of these. If you roll 8, you get $800,000, for example. That's really not that much in the grand scheme of things. And what sucks about that is that if you want to get the most out of these things, I'm also gonna buy this outrageously expensive card for an outrageous amount of money. Now I have pretty much everything in the game. It's insane. But yeah, if you get them both, you're not going to make all that much out of them. They cost $1.5 million. You're not going to make a lot of money back from them. Because it's also a relatively rare occurrence for someone to end up on one of those spaces. Unfortunately. So, it's going to be amazingly difficult to make that money back anymore. Especially if one of the other players just has a very small amount of money or luck, even. So it's kind of oh well. It's still cool. It's still good to have though, because they're pretty easy to make money off of. It's pretty easy to make money off of those things. So they're about as easy to make money off of as the airports are. Now I would personally argue that they're not that worth it, but I mean, if you can make money off of them, then that's just great. And the French fries has the sell houses. Do they? Yeah, they do. Cool. Well, let's sit back and enjoy the show, guys. Really not much that we can do from here. Just enjoy the show, I guess. Look at the amount of money that they need to make back. Ugh. My energy drink is getting warm now. Not particularly tasty. If you want to drink your energy drink, have it cold. Have it ice cold. Not to the point where it's actually frozen, but still pretty cold. I kind of want to get those internet service and the other, yeah, let's buy everything from them. They only have, there's only 2 cards that they have at this point. If I buy these off of them. And that is the blue lane. But they're gonna lose it very quickly as well, so. Yeah, we're gonna unmortgage these. And at this point we have pretty much every card. There's only 1 card that's still not in the game anymore. This is the only card that's available still. And other than that, there's literally nothing. And French fries is still in the game, somehow. I don't know how, but... Okay. End up on one of these. And... no, actually, they're not quite done for yet. Because they still have so many houses. And they have a hotel again. Why are you building another hotel? What is the point of that? Actually, what is the point of that? Because you have literally no way to win this anymore. Okay, let's... how many hotels do we have? I still have like 6 hotels. Let's finish this up. And, it's pretty much game over now. There's literally nothing that I can do at this point except sit back and wait for me to win the game. This is not going to make for a very exciting remainder of the stream, but I mean, it's gonna be entertaining at the very least to watch me win at such an easy rate. Like, look at this, the amount of money that I'm going to make. 5.5 million from one of the cheapest cards in the game. And we're getting Texas Stadium, Dallas. Which honestly, I'm amazed that it's one of the cheaper ones. I would personally... Oh! You gotta auction it! And you know... I am going to fucking crank that price up. And buy it. We did it! We got every single one of the lanes! Let's finish this up. Let's get all of those houses built. And get the last hotel in the game. We did it! We got all the hotels that we could possibly want. Oh my gosh, this is amazing, man. Welp. And the beautiful thing is that French fries can do nothing. Like, he can only hope that that he won't get bankrupt from me. He can only hope that I end up on one of his spaces at this point. But if he sells all of his houses, then even that is completely pointless. So. Yeah, let's just fast forward through this. I'm very happy that you can just click through all of the animations and that you don't have to sit through every single one of them, because otherwise this would take literally forever. Like, this game is very slow. That's one thing that does kinda irk me about this game, is that it's really slow. And what do I get? 200,000 extra dollars. Yeah, okay. Let's just wait for something to happen. Wait a second. Oh! We win! Actually, no. You can still mortgage your shit. Why are you mortgaging your shit, man? There's no reason for you to do that. There's literally no reason. I could just taunt you and, do, like, something. Yeah, it's over. It's game over. Look at that. 11 million. In the red. We win. With 13,750,000 in cash and properties valued at $166,900,000. This is what we like to see. That is how you play Monopoly. So guys, this was genuinely one of the most fun things that I've done in a long time. It's a very slow version of Monopoly, which is unfortunate. Like, I would love for Monopoly to not be as slow as it is in this version of the game, but like, there's quite literally nothing that I can do about that, unfortunately. I would love to one day play Monopoly Plus, but to be perfectly honest, I much prefer playing the old Monopoly, because I think that it's just a little bit more nostalgic to me. I grew up playing the old school style of Monopoly back in the day. So it's just kind of the version that I personally prefer to play nowadays. Don't get me wrong, modern Monopoly is fun, but it's just not the version that I prefer. Also, let's just do a quick tour of Windows Vista, because this is a system that I used quite a bit back in the day. I should probably put this back in its original place before I do anything, actually. There we go. Let's do a quick tour of Windows XP before I actually end off the stream, because I think that this is a very cool thing to look at. So this is Windows Vista, like I said at the beginning of this stream. It was an operating system. It released back in 2007, I believe it was. And it was getting a lot of hate because people didn't like how it ran. It was very unstable when it first came out. It didn't work very well. But in all honesty, I personally really loved this. I had a lot of fun using Windows Vista when it first came out, and I still absolutely love the way that this system looks and feels. It's very snappy. At least in this virtual machine it is. I know that a lot of hardware when Windows Vista first came out, had a lot of problems running properly. Because Vista was so graphically intensive with all of the animations that they added in. Like, these animations that they added in ran very, very sloppy on computers when Vista first came out. There were a lot of drivers missing, a lot of hardware was not working properly on it, and it was just really frustrating for the most part. But I still have a soft spot for this, because I honestly just always had so much fun running this. And also, this is where I played a lot of my childhood games. Like what I'm going to show you in a second. This game that I played back in the day. It's called Bookworm. This is where I played games like this, right? And this game is already old as balls. It's really old, but it's still really fun to play. And this is where I played them back in the day, you know? This is where I played games like this. Just these really addictive kind of puzzle games that I used to play. And this is also where I played a lot of other very old school titles from back in the day. Oh, you can actually see Monopoly Now Here and Now edition in this. This is actually really cool. Kids nowadays don't get this, but back in the day, during the Windows XP and Windows Vista era, there were certain games built into the system itself, entirely for free, so you could play these if you so desired, and just have fun with them. So you get games like chess, you get Free Cell, you get Solitaire, Spider Solitaire, and you get Hearts. And the games in Windows Vista also came with some very cool visual effects and some animations and stuff if your system was hardware accelerated like this. So you get all of these really fun animations when you were playing the game. And it was great. I don't understand how to play Hearts. I'm definitely not great at this game, but I played a lot of hours of it. And it also came with this really fun title called Purple Place. It was just this weird collection of minigames that you could play. Like, it had this, which is pretty much just concentration or memory, if you will, which was really fun. It had Solitaire, it had Spider Solitaire, which this was actually a game that I spent way too many hours playing when I was a kid. For some reason. Even though I never understood how to play this game or how exactly it worked, I spent a lot of hours playing this. Let's actually try and figure out how to do this right now. I think that would be really fun. Yeah, let's go with that one. This should go there. That should go over here. Do I have a 5? I do not. Let's put that there then. Please give me a 5. That's a 6, not a 5. Damn it, where's the 5? I want a 5. But yeah, this is what, back in the day, I didn't really have a lot of money to spend on my own games. And I actually, come to think of it, I don't even think I had any money at all in the first place. So, I spent most of my time just playing the games that were built into my Windows system. And this is one of those things that happened to be on Windows at the time. So, I spent way more hours playing this than probably anyone ever should. Nowadays, it's not exactly that fun anymore, but I spent a lot of hours on it, and I really enjoyed it for what it was at the time. And it's still actually kind of cool to look back on this and play it from time to time. You know, it's not really something that I go out of my way to play anymore. Because, you know, there's other games that I would much rather play nowadays. But it's still fun to look back on this and be like, yeah, this is this feels like home still. Every time I start it up and play a little bit. Now, that being said, I still don't fully understand how to properly play it. So there's that. How do I actually get hints on this? I think... Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. I'm a little bit... I'm not exactly smart enough to see certain things in this game that some other people will see. I don't know. Yeah. I'm also not a very observant wolf, so maybe I should look into that actually. Let's see, what more is there that I can do here? Oh yeah, there we go. And I can put this over there. This can go here. I got a 3 out of that. Once again, there's no 5, but I can't even put this anywhere. So, yeah, I need a card. Let's put you over there. And, my god. See, this is kind of part of the challenge, right? You have to really look very closely at everything that you see on the screen here. And make absolutely sure that every move that you can make has been made. Before you actually draw your cards. It's actually surprisingly difficult. Well, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say this is difficult. It's really not that difficult, but if you're not that big into card games like this, it can be quite the challenge finding everything that you need to find. Doesn't help that I'm not exactly a smart wolf. Oh, where can I put this? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I got a feeling I am very stuck. Like, there's not a lot more that I can do with this. Oh, wait. I'm so utterly blind. I could do that the whole time. Do I see a 3 that is free somewhere? This is, though. Let's see. That's an 8. Oh, boy. Yeah, that helps literally nothing. Crap, man. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you see, I can't really play this without having to constantly look at a freaking hint. Just to get further in this. Just to freaking progress. That's how not smart I am. Okay, this goes there, that goes here. You go over here. We got a 2, don't we have a 3? No, we do not. This can go over there. Oh, no, that's an ace. Whoops. Do we have a 9 somewhere? We do not. We do have this, though. And we're going to put that there. Okay, we're going to move you all the way over there. Because you're just going to stand in the way all the time. Crap, I made a huge mistake. I needed to put this over, or this over there, so I could take this and put them on top of... But I don't even have a 5, though, do I? I do not, so... I legitimately am at a total loss. Yeah. The last deck of cards. Okay, we get a 4, and we get a complete set. Epic. So now... we could put you over... Oh, oops. Let's put you there. I'm gonna put that here. Shit. Did I just make a mistake? I feel like I made a huge mistake just now. Nah, actually... I think I'm good. I actually think I'm good. I'm gonna be able to finish this, I think. I hope. Would be nice. Oh, I don't have a 9 there. That's kind of annoying. I do have a 9 here, though. Do I have a 5? I do not. Oh, shite. Did I just brick myself? Oh, no, I did not. Okay. I was just blind there. As I tend to be. And an ace. Another complete set. Epic. Epic. Let's see what we can make out of this. Another ace that I can put over there. Another 5 that will go there. That is a 4. Looks like I'm gonna be able to finish this, guys. I did finish it. Look at this. Take a good look at this. And now all of the cards are going to fly. Oh. I must have confused this with another version of Windows. Because there's one other version of Windows that that lets the cards just fly across the screen. I think that was Windows 95 or Windows 98. One of those two, actually. So, that's Spider Solitaire. Really fun one. I'm gonna put this in the bin and empty it out. Because I am not gonna go on the PopCap website on this freaking thing. So yeah, this is what the start menu used to look like. Not all that exciting, but I think it's pretty interesting to compare this start menu with that start menu. Yeah, you can see that there's just a lot more going on. It has a Windows search that's actually genuinely functional, which is pretty important to me anyway. It comes and it just shows you all of the recently used apps that you have, and your pinned apps up here. And what's also cool about this is that it came with a Media Center app that is no longer in Windows today. And that makes me really upset because I don't know about you, but I love this. This is a genuinely awesome program that I honestly think should be in modern versions of Windows these days. Because there is actually an amazingly big market to use a Windows computer as a multimedia center. And it's a market that Microsoft has neglected ever since the release of Windows 8. Like, the Media Center has not been a thing ever since Windows 8.1. And even then, the Media Center was exclusive to Windows, I believe it was Windows 8.1, Windows 8 Pro users. So only Windows 8 users had access to the Media Center app. Which is insane to me. Like, I love this program to bits. I know that sounds crazy. A lot of people really do not like it, but I think it's great. What's also cool is that you can actually play games from within Media Center itself. So if, say, you want to play a game of Hearts, here you go. You can play Hearts from within Windows Media Center. So, yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. And I still genuinely love Windows Vista to this day. Not necessarily just for Media Center, but also for it just being a genuinely awesome system for the time. Like, I remember first seeing Windows Vista back in the day and being blown away by it. And it was absolutely a great time. I loved it. But yeah, that's essentially it for... I'm gonna switch back to my own lo-fi playlist, because I just feel like that I personally just really like my own lo-fi playlist. I think it's fun. It has a lot of songs on here, so let me just find one that I personally really like. One of them being, of course, a Pokemon theme, because I've been listening to a lot of Pokemon lo-fi. I feel like Pokemon lo-fi is kind of my favorite of all of the Pokemon, of all of the lo-fi at the moment. Which is a really nice mix, I feel. I don't know, I always really liked it. Where is this one? Oh no, this is just... I don't know if I actually... no, what? Pokemon Center, Pokemon Center, Pokemon Center. I have so many freaking Pokemon Center songs. It's crazy. I know I say that a lot, but... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna stick to it. We're gonna leave it at this. So guys, I want to thank you all for watching this live stream. It's been really fun playing some Monopoly today and failing epically and then finally winning. It's absolutely great. I love it. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you did, like, subscribe, all of that jazz. You know how this goes. You've been here before, I reckon. I will throw up the stream ending screen, and I will see you all in the next one.